Okay. Meet me inside. Meet me inside. Meet me inside. Meet me inside, son. Okay. It's math time, says Pete's teacher, Mr. G. Pete the cat loves math. He loves how the numbers work together. If I add 3 red blocks and 4 yellow blocks together, how many blocks would we have in all? Asks Mr. G. Pete raises his hand. 7 blocks, says Pete. 3 plus 4 equals 7. Very good, Pete, says Mr. G. Yum. Mr. G asks the class a subtraction question. If I take 2 blocks away from 7 blocks, how many blocks will be left? So here's 7. And if you take away, look, if you take away 2, how many are left?
5.
That's right. Pete raises his hand, but the teacher calls on Tom. 9, says Tom. Pete feels bad for Tom. Tom is super smart. He can name all the dinosaurs, but he just has trouble with math. Pete has an idea. He will help Tom become an awesome math student. Helping is cool. On the bus home from school, Pete sits next to Tom. Do you want to come over to play? Tom asks. I've got some cool new race cars for my birthday. Awesome, says Pete. We can do our math homework and then we can race cars. Have another. I just saw you have milk. Why don't you have some Cheerios? Good. I hate math, says Tom. You don't hate math, Pete tells Tom. You just don't love it yet. Pete sets up some blocks. If I add 5 blue blocks and 3 orange blocks together, how many will I have in all? Look, how many do you think?
9.
Close. 5 and 3. How many fingers?
10.
Look, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5 plus 3 equal 8. This is boring, says Tom. Can't we play with my race cars? This gives Pete a great idea. Sure we can, he says. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look at these cards. Pete lines up some race cars. If 5 red cars are going to the racetrack and 5 yellow cars are going to the car wash, how many cars are on the road? 5 plus 5 equals?
10.
That's right.
That's
easy.
so easy.
That's easy, says Tom. 10 cars, like a traffic jam. Now, what if 2 of the cars stayed home? Boop. 2 cars stayed home. How many would be left?
8.
8, that's right. Tom says,
Because if we skip 9, there's 8.
That's right. See, I told you that math is awesome. Pete quizzes Tom on one math problem after the next. 4 cars minus 1 is 3. 8 cars plus 7, 15, says Tom. I can't believe it. I'm doing math and I'm loving it. Before we can read, you have to have another scoop. Wait, a scoop of with the Cheerios. Hey, that was a Lukey scoop. I think you could do a Kieran scoop. Want to try one Kieran scoop before I turn the page? Then you have to give me a Kieran kiss. Pete and Tom do their homework. Let me know if you need anything, or if you need my help. Thanks, says Tom, but I know what I'm doing now. The next day, Pete hands in his math homework. Tom does too. After lunch, the teacher passes back their assignment. Pete and Tom each got one wrong. A bear? Yeah. I'd like to see you two after class, Mr. G said. You both know not to copy someone else's homework, says Mr. G. We didn't copy, says Pete. But you both got the exact same answer wrong. How can we prove that we got the answer on our own, says Tom. I know, Pete tells him. Bring your race cars to school tomorrow. Why? Tom asks. You'll see. The next day, Pete and Tom get to school early. What are all the race cars for? Asks Mr. G. To show you how Tom got to be so good at math. Give Tom a math problem, Pete says. Any math problem. I'll get it right, says Tom without Pete's help. Mr. G gives Tom one math problem after the other, and Tom uses the race cars to get all the answers right. Wow, I am impressed, the teacher said. Pete helped me by making math fun, Tom says. I think that's something we can all learn from, says Pete. Take it from Pete. Math is neat. Pete and... I like that book.
That diaper was so wet, it was making a funny sound as he walked.
Are you serious? It was squishing?
Diaper sound. But there was no duty in it.
Cicely, here.
And his butt
Kieran,
looks a lot less.
Kieran, whoa, Kieran, you're not excused. Come here. Have this bite. Cicely, you have to have some dinner. Did he take a bath yet? Watch Lucas's foot, Kieran. Lucas, why don't you come sit up here and I'll give you the rest of these Cheerios. I'm going to give Lucas these Cheerios, Kieran, because I don't want them to go to waste.